I think I sprained my shoulder. Here we go. Not looking good. Stay down!
Just like the good old days. You take lead. Watch for spiders.
Left! Left!
Behind you!
Yeah.
I've seen metal like that, usually behind a very high price tag for the blacksmith. Unseen, unheard. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Take him down.
Unseek!
Heal yourself. That's all of them. Let's go. Show me what you got.
Unseek! Earth and rock!
Heal yourself. Watch yourselves. Oh, no,
Earth and rock! Unseek! Earth and rock!
Now look into it.
I really don't think you saw what you did.
You think I'm what? Seeing things. They're out there. I know it.
You haven't eaten.
There's someone else out there. Someone new. Probably Adherents.
And you're the only one who saw?
People in armor, skulking about in the forest. And it's definitely not the Rangers from Fjord.
See? Even the Adherent agrees with me. Either way, you need to get some rest. And you, Adherent, should just be moving on.
Stop right there, Adherent. I know what you did. You're lucky I don't kill you right now. Egwolf's blood is on your hands. You want a parley? Erlin's with the others, deeper in the cave. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself.
Hungry? Now we have to be damned too.
Take it up with Erlin.
Egloff never wanted us to hide like this. Bereft of dignity.
Take my advice. Don't get between the two of them.
I won't. We must do something.
Stay calm. Let us see what our visitors have to say for themselves. I said, stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlin, this is the Adherent who killed Egwolf.
We can't just...
What are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? He killed Eagle for a reason. I'm sure he also has a reason to stand before us now. It behooves us to listen to it. I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will. We are starving, Adiran. In a choice between us and them, I will always choose us. That does not mean I take pleasure in it. I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice. Compromise. The food we have is already barely enough.
Come and get me. That's not hitting hard enough. Not looking so good. Won't hold up. Left leg. Next one's mine. Time to rally. You okay? Earth and rock!
Take a moment, people.
Not bad, Marius.
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits? Oh, thank the gods. At least you've bought me a little more time. More importantly, you've saved me from having to explain it to my wife. Sylvia's a fine woman, and, well, she doesn't need to know it's come to this. Let me at least pay you. It's not much, but it's what I can afford. Fine. But I won't let people think I let you work for free. Take this. A nobleman gave it to my grandfather, I think. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that.
You showed up at a bad time.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the Governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the Governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Oh, those poor... Oh, they... those... Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and happiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence. And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living land. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with... Diverus? You work fast. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. Perfecto. Return when you have...
Can I interest you? Where?
This will be so very useful back home.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have the failing crops, the strange beasts. I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have faith. We cannot take that chance. There are angry spirits and you know our recent dead require a final meal to ease their past.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on...
I got food from the grain merchant stores, I just need someone to leave it at the grave.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to the... What tree calls for its branches to endure these...
Of course. I follow a valiant. Barrett appears as the usher. We offer food. Be careful.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp.
I can't thank you enough for helping.
Jota, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
Come one, come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge.
Careful! You'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're all...
I had one job.
Look out for her, Fidelio. If I could help myself, do you think I don't mean that, I'd like to be. They're out searching. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from there. I assumed they'd turn up. Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, or... Oh, fine. Get right to it, then.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast.
New recruits running off with each other?
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for... They always found their way back eventually. But they're out there, all alone. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please.
Two young Nimdutan wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while.
Ado, welcome to my flat. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed... Is that an... no. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. I suggest you make your way there.
Gallowayne's tusks? Come on, it can't be that. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here. Oh my goodness. Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just...
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assent.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to... Very well. I hope you remember.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a
cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that...
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife. Then there's no time to waste
We definitely...
I believe that we can restore the land. Bring back it. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animals. before we can deal with the dreams. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through.
Once again, bureaucracy stands.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell him about your family's...
How dare you?
I know it was an accident, but look what it...
While we argue among ourselves, the dreams... Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my...
Your request is...
I wasn't...
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that...
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. And you still... Under the circumstances...
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel.
Banished?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a...
Your pupil has gone too far. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my... Perhaps. But I can't just let...
They aren't your animancers.
Don't bother, old man. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. Now limp back to your giant house like a good... We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house, do...
Did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... Curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giatta's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a... Likewise, they should be educational. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by Bye. I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Miss Iverno. Forever. As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. Today, that changes. I need help from the I hope so. Because Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you. We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
You ever think godlike? What if Imperial envoy, research assistant?
Founded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I did. Giada, what a loss. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is Ha! A novel. What I need is a stronger power. Perhaps, if you can help me find an... I could use a large single block of Adra, but... Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon's heart can hold an... The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say at Delamgon, you may be able to retrieve it without violence, but... most Delamgon. So, you can understand why none of us went rushing over. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Oh, it's you.
You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but... No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. Especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth. You can't mount an attack if you're questioning every detail of the battle plan. But what if you see you're charging into a trap? That's what I admire about Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side. What's on your mind? Night, Envoy.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against it. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover. I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me... Right, changing this. Ask school. Right, change. Companions? Just... As you know, it's a blessed miracle he never got me killed. Honestly. Not before I've done some reading.
The Adra stirs. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals? A new tongue. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Set what has been broken. Soothe the pain. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? Adir sleeps across the sea. They are not troubled by the laws of Kith. What do you... A bitter tincture heals. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We have learned much.
Yeah.
born. Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike in Emerald's death. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice. Hold. Beatrice. You know, the one with her viscera. As you can see, this...
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpse. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem if you can be. Would you be... Oh. I'm afraid that time has...
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Another glorious battle.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find them. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever caused the exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the dream scourge, they have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. And end up like Giata. No thank you. The corpse, not to get too super.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed?
Remy, look what I found. At So, you believe we need your help?
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that.
So, Giata wants to know all about the dream scourge. Do you want the good news?
There's no cure for the dream scourge.
Giata will be interested to learn that its nature is...
And thus...
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps...
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still...
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
Hurry,
Giata was
before they
sent
change their
into
minds.
exile?
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she needs
dozed
a new
off there
research
for a
program.
bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Indulge me. A trial. Defeat my champion. Your reward. All.
Watch yourself. Oh, no, don't!
I'm sick!
You're not looking so good.